Hey guys, Dani here with Summer Skye Gardens. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I kind of wanted to give you an updated tour and show you around everything we've been working on at the farm. So I'll kind of show you some things that are going on inside the farmhouse, and then we'll do some stuff outside. I do have some guys pulling down a couple of trees today, so I'm gonna try to stay out of their way and hopefully be able to show you some other stuff kind of around them and then show you a little footage of them. But things are really coming along. We're set to open up our U-pick field kind of towards the end of September. So still working on that, but let's go take a look at how things are going. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you like what you see. Also, feel free to sign up for my newsletter if you're in the Houston area and you want updates on when our U-pick field is going to open, when we're selling flowers, when we're going to have events. I will link the website below. All right, so here we are on the back patio, and let me show you a few things been working on. So this area is where I have put all of the mums and dahlias, and you can see the mums are looking really good. Hopefully be blooming in the next month or two. I wanted to do them in grow bags because I started them at my house and had to move them out here, and I'm not quite sure where they're going to end up permanently, if I'm going to leave them here or move them somewhere else. I've started to stake a lot of them with the bamboo to help with support. So those are kind of all along here, and they're doing really well over here because they get kind of partial sun, and the sun and the heat has just been so awful lately. And then the dahlias haven't gotten really any blooms so far, but they're growing okay. Right now it's just trying to keep them alive until it cools off by the fall, and maybe we'll get some blooms. Have a few eucalyptus plants that are growing well. And then still have some of my perennials out here. Some things that we've done on the property is remove a bunch of like little trees that were just in the way. And then we had these big cypresses over here we took out. Or sorry, not cypress, cedar. Yeah, but lots of little trees that were just kind of in the way of mowing. We haven't had rain in over a month, so a lot of stuff looks pretty crappy. I mean, the trees look good, but the grass is dead, which is fine with me because I don't want to be out here mowing it. And here, one other thing that I want to do kind of more towards the fall is kind of kill off all these weeds, couple little random ugly plants around this tree, add in some soil, fix the lining of the bed, and then I want to plant, I got a mix of shade-loving wildflowers. So throw that down, and then those will grow over the winter and bloom in the spring. I think it'll look pretty, much nicer than what's out here, and it can kind of self-seed itself, and it'll be great for the pollinators. So that's just another thing that I want to do. All right, let's go back inside, show you some things I've been working on indoors. So this big living room area is gonna turn into a store/workshop area. And of course, before we had the wood floors put in, we painted, but I came back and I painted the beams white to match the walls, painted the bench, and I think it actually looks really good. I was debating leaving them brown, but I like having it all white. I think it just looks really like big and fresh and open. I'm starting to acquire some hand-me-down, secondhand little items to use in here. And then been working on painting the door. Let me turn this light on. So it's gonna be this just cherry pink color. So got the inside painted and starting to paint the outside. And then I thought I wanted to paint the outside of the house like a charcoal, but I think I'm actually just gonna paint it this same white color. I think it'll just make it look really fresh and bright. All right, let's go through this way. We still have to paint in this like dining area as well as the kitchen, which get around to eventually, and then the bathrooms. So let's go over here. So I've been kind of just general setting up like my office, storage. This is where I'm keeping like all my vases and supplies, and then just hanging all my dried flowers here in the closet. As I start to accumulate stuff, I figure I'm not hanging up clothes, so I might as well just hang up flowers. Have a bunch of vases up there. And starting to make some fall crafts. So doing these dried flower ornaments, which I think are pretty and fun. And then one thing I did last year that was a hit was flower pumpkins. So I went by Hobby Lobby. They've got, of course, all their fall stuff out. So I bought a bunch of pumpkins. So I'll be starting to do like flower pumpkins where I glue flowers to the top and then sell those. So anyone who comes to the U-Pick can buy those. All right, walking out of here, go into the grow room. So I have the next succession of zinnias growing. I think it's been about a week. They look really good. They are getting watered, not gonna go out of town for another week. Again, like I did with the first batch. So these should grow way better than the first succession, and then get these transplanted outside to the U-Pick. I'm kind of debating if I'm gonna start any more or just kind of let these go, plant them, and then, you know, focus on more and more sunflowers and see what happens. So here we are at the U-Pick field, and just wanted to show I've come back and added some drip lines. So I had 2 to start with. Now we have 4 in each bed. These are some of the sunflowers that have germinated. Not gonna lie, it's been a struggle to keep things watered the last 2 months. We haven't had any rain and the temperatures have been in the hundreds every day. So I've been hand watering, which takes way too much time, and I'm having a hard time getting things to germinate. So hopefully gonna run this drip in a couple of days when I get some more connector pieces. I just planted a lot of seeds today and get stuff going a lot faster out here. Now walking over to the sheds, the other thing that I'm starting to look at is putting another production area here and behind the shed. I want to have most of my flowers growing up in here, so that way we can cut stuff and get it right into this shed, which is going to be the cooler. And then back here, I'll probably have like some perennial plantings that I can just leave. But this will be all the annual beds that I'll turn over for each season, with a lot of the like bulbs and corms being more towards the front. And then I tested out, this shed has an AC unit and it works great. So I'll have to come in here. I have a cool bot that I bought, which you can attach to the AC unit to turn this down really low. But this is a really big area. So I can store flowers. I can also store, you know, bulbs and corms for planting. And then just have to hook up the cool bot to the AC unit. And this should work really well. We'll just have to see. I had to cover that window there and add some little insulation down there. Just have to see how cold we can get this. And then another project that we completed was putting up this fencing here in the back. So had some family members, guys, come assist with putting in these T-posts. And then my husband and I had gotten this kind of deer bird fencing material, really highly rated. And we just came through and zip tied it on all the T-posts. The T-posts are about 10 to 11 feet apart. And total it should be like between 6 and 7 feet tall. And that is to help keep deer out as well as other creatures. The rest of the property is fenced, but this back line was not. So I just wanted to go ahead and take care of it to prevent any kind of problems. So that's kind of an update on how everything is going. So thank you guys for watching, and stay tuned for my next video. And I'm so excited to see how the U-Pig field turns out. We should be opening next month, but gonna play it by ear with how things are growing and the weather. So thank you again, and I will see you in my next video.